just got started. So shop early. That's when you get the best selection.
Yeah, that's so true.
And I love when we have fun things like this. I've learned my lesson the hard way, Susan. I remember when we used to have the big, like, hearts.
Yes.
And I went to go buy one. They were gone so fast.
I know.
I presented, went to go order.
Yeah.
They were gone.
Thanks,
All right, Susan,
Gabrielle.
thank you. So still to come from Plow and Hearth, here's the spinner I was telling you about. This is a new one, and this is actually the first spinner they've ever brought to us in all blue. So there are 3 colors to choose from, this golden yellow, all blue, and then there's a multi that's like a rainbow. The blue is already the most limited, only what, about 200, is that right? Less than 100 in the blue option. These are big, they're grand, they're eye-catching. They add color and movement to your garden. Hey, so right now when things really aren't in bloom, well, it's nice to have an addition like this that you can put out there right now. But it is time for our biggest deal of the day, our QVC2 Big Deal. And every night at 9 p.m. we bring you a new QVC2 Big Deal, but it's an expiring offer, and today's QVC2 Big Deal comes from horticulturalist and landscape designer Philip Watson. It's his brand new collection that we're debuting called Philip Watson Designs. And he is bringing us better quality plants so we can have a beautiful garden. So today he brings us a 6-piece Sun Patience Tropical Lightning collection. He wants to help you create the garden of your dreams with this staple that Philip uses in almost all of his garden designs. And Sun Patience always very popular, but this collection extra special. So it's worry-free, it's easy to plant, easy to maintain, and we have it on 5 easy payments of $5.59. Free shipping and handling is part of our QVC2 Big Deal, and because this deal is so good, we actually have an auto delivery where you can get this collection again next year, spring 2021. M67340 is your item number. Sun Patience, they are flower power, and so we want to show you all the colors that you're going to receive, 6 total, because if you went to robertasgardens.net, this collection was selling for $36.95. Our big deal price, $27 and change, so almost a $10 savings. And when you pop in that free shipping and handling, it does make it a pretty big deal. So with no further ado, let me introduce you to the man behind Philip Watson Designs. Philip Watson is in the house.
Hello, hello,
Hi,
hello.
Philip. Mwah. Good to have you.
Good to have you.
So we have gardened with you for many, many seasons.
Yes.
But you are
25
back,
years.
25 years. But you're back with something new and exciting, Philip Watson Design.
And that's what I've been working on for the last year. My very, very favorite ones. You know, I curated all of this. And as you know, my signature is the Sun Patience, because it is the biggest problem-solving annual you will ever have in your garden. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't be without them, and these are my favorites.
Well, I love you said, Gabrielle, these are problem solvers, so I can't wait to get into the tips and tricks of my Sun Patient. But let's start with what we're getting. We're getting 6 pieces.
Indeed, we are, with 3 different varieties. 2 of each, and we can go through the images and you can see exactly what we're going to get, because we've got these great hot colors. And the first one up, by the way, are the steps that go to my back garden. And there they are in the large pots, and that one is the Tropical Rose Lightning. And I love that because the foliage, see how the golden foliage absolutely makes it absolutely pop.
Yes.
And the more sun this is in, the more pronounced the yellow is in the foliage. And these are denser than the regular green-leafed ones. When you open them up, you don't see just a bunch of stems. There's foliage all the way down in there. So you get 2 of those, enough to do the 2 pots that we're looking at. And the blooms themselves are quite large too. And I am mixing these all together, and you're thinking, my gosh, who puts these colors together? Well, I'm telling you what, Gauguin did.
Oh, yes.
And for a really nice hot look. And then I'm from Mississippi, so of course I have a fondness for white lightning.
And so this is going to be a great accent for everything that grows in your garden.
Indeed.
When you add that pop of white.
And I talk about white all the time as being, it's like your non-electrical approach to garden lighting, because not only do you have the white, but you've got the beautiful golden foliage as the background that makes this all just absolutely jump out. The white ones get a little bit taller than the pink one or the orange one, so plant those towards the back. And then Tropical Orange is truly electric. I mean, it is like a fluorescent orange, just incredible looking in the garden. Again, the most colorful and the most productive of any annuals I have ever seen anywhere. Full sun to part shade, and all you need to know is that I'm going to water these. And they'll let you know. They'll wilt. And if they wilt all the way down where they look like that they have collapsed and can't get up,
yes,
you give them some water, and I'm telling you what, they can get up. It's like Lazarus. I'm back.
We're going to revive them.
Yes.
Well, I know you said this is a problem solver. So what problems are the sun patients going to solve for us?
Well, if you've got an area of the garden, say where you have planted annuals and they have not worked before, and you want something that is going to have that bouquet effect, because you can see this is how they're all planted together. It does have a bouquet effect. They're not leggy. You don't have to trim them. You don't have to stake them. You don't have to spray them. And I've got a fertilizer coming up that you fertilize them one time in the beginning of the season and not again.
Okay, wait.
That's it.
So wait, let's touch on that really quickly
Thank
since you brought it up, because I've never heard of such a thing. So Philip has brought his own fertilizer as well. So as you mentioned, it's a one and done fertilizer. So you're not having to do it every 2 weeks or weekly. How does it work exactly? How do we use it?
Well, I'll just show you what it looks like, which I have to tell you, I love this stuff. People have gone crazy about it, because if you don't feel like measuring, if you don't feel like mixing, this is for you. And this is what I do for each plant, this much. And you can see how much I'm dropping out. That's it, in a 1 foot area around each plant.
Wait, I'm not mixing it with water?
No. No,
and it's got just sprinkle it on the
You know how they always talk about, oh yes, and this has this secret special ingredient, and they never tell you what it is? Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's called crystal green, and it enables this fertilizer to release itself uniformly throughout the season, so you never have to worry, oh, has the fertilizer used up or not? This will work on 60 pots.
So that is available, M67454. It's also on 5 easy payments. So that's why, if you go with the Sun Patients collection, it's as low maintenance as you want it to be. Once you get them in the ground, you give them a little drink, and they're good to go.
Gabrielle, and that's what they tell me on Facebook, is a lot of my fans on there that I garden with now for 10 years, and they say, I never gardened before, and you showed me how to do it, because it's easy. If you've never gardened, you can't fail with these.
Well, you're getting 6 pieces,
and
so 2 of each color.
This is the whole thing.
So this is the representation,
Imagine if you had 1 per pot, and this is the whole thing that you're going to get in this collection. And as I mentioned, the white one does get bigger than the rest of them. And I'm going to pick one up just to give you an idea about the structure of the plant. You know, regular impatiens, they're kind of weak and they'll only grow in the shade, but I want to show you the density of the plant. Look, when I said, you know, you open it up and you don't see the ground, see how the foliage goes all the way down in there? This is nice. If you get a big storm, this does not break. This does not fall apart. If you're in an area where it's really hot, like in Mississippi where I grew up and it's really humid, they say, bring it on.
The Sun Patients love it.
Yes.
So look at how big this plant is.
And it's half grown.
And it's half grown. So
just a teenager.
It's going to double. So you're going to receive 6 Sun Patients total. The pinks, the whites, and the oranges. All right, so Philip, well, how does, when can we expect the blooms to start, the flowers to start, and how long will they?
Second, sweetheart. This is how they ship out to you. It'll be the size you're thinking, that is never going to get big. Well, I'm telling you, it's going to get big. It's already got buds on it. It goes to town straight away. The hotter it gets, the quicker it's going to be growing. This is the way it does. I plant mine about 2.5 feet apart. But if you want a really dense pot, let me just show you what you can do. This is half of one collection, one each of each color in one pot. It's crazy fun. I mean, this is Mardi Gras in a pot.
I love it.
Just go right on to town. And so, see, there's one over by you.
Yes.
So we've got a pair. So you can have a pair for either side of your front door. Get 2 collections and have front and back door, or line the steps, separate them. But I had them underneath a tree that had dappled light.
Yes.
And then the golden in the foliage makes it look like the bright sunshine's coming through even on a cloudy day.
Well, that's why they're a popular flower or plant.
It's my favorite.
Annual.
I'm telling you, #1.
And well, this says a lot. Your very first QVC2 Big Deal, and you chose Sun Patients as your first collection.
It was a no-brainer. It's like when someone asks you, you know, what is your favorite pet that you ever had? You know immediately what it is. Or what is your mother's name? It's not like you got 5 choices.
So that was right. Philip said, some patients, that's what we're doing right out of the gate. He wanted to bring it to you at a great value. So you're getting 6 plants for $27.95. 2 of orange, 2 in white, and 2 in rose. This same collection was selling at the robertasgarden.net website.